Hello guys, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we are going to create and also we are going to discuss in detail parking project. So it will be very interesting to learn about parking project, that what is parking project and how can we use parking project. So simply, if you want to create such a software for your parking in which you can separately parked all the vehicles like bus, rickshaw, motorcycle, car, etc, etc. So first of all, let me show you that how it works, and I have also added animation. So let's compile and run and let me show you. So first of all, parking project in animation form, we will also learn about it, and we will also learn that how can we change our background color like from black to gray or blue, etc. And also we will check that how can we change our font color like here parking project, and similarly bike, rickshaw. So we will also check that, and we will also create all this project. So let me show you that how it works. So first of all, let me enter any incorrect value like 9. So we know that here is not present 9 in 8 cases, and it will show me invalid choice. Try again. So this is called efficient project. Now I want to display my parking result, that how much vehicles are parked in my project. So I will press 5 because the display are stored in 5. So I will press 5 and it will show me parking is empty because we didn't enter any record for bike, rickshaw or car or bus, because so simply we didn't parked any vehicle. And I will enter. Now I want to park bike, so I will press 1 and motorcycle successfully parked. Okay, now I want to park another bike, so I will press and again 1 and it will park another bike. Okay, now I want to park rickshaw, so I will press 2 and it will park rickshaw successfully. Similarly, I want to park car, so I will press 3 and it will successfully parked that car. And I want to park bus, and I will press 4 and it will successfully parked bus. Similarly, I want to add or park another bus, so it will successfully park another bus. Now I want to check all these records, all this parking, that how much bikes are parked, how much rickshaw, car, bus. So I will simply press 5 so that I can display this record. So it will show me successfully. Motorcycle in parking is 2 because I have parked 2 bikes. Also amount. Similarly, rickshaw in parking is 1 because I have entered only 1 rickshaw. I have parked only 1 rickshaw. Similarly, car in parking is 1 because I have parked only 1 car. Bus 2 because we have parked 2 bus. And finally, total vehicle in parking is 6 because 2, 1, 3, 4 and 2, 6. Okay, now I want to delete vehicle. Like if I want to remove rickshaw from my parking, so simply I will press 6 so that I can reach to the panel of delete vehicle. Now which vehicle do you want to remove from your parking? So I want to remove bike successfully removed. Okay, we have entered 2 bike, and now we will check it is true or false. So simply I will press 5 and this time motorcycle in parking is 1, and first time it showed me it shows that there were 2 bikes, but this time only 1 because we have removed 1 from here. Okay, if you want to delete the whole record of your parking, then simply press 7 so that you can deleted all the records. So deleted all records successfully. It is true or not, so we will display this. So we will press 5 and parking is empty because we have deleted the whole record. So if you want to exit the software, exit this parking software, so simply press 8 so that you can exit from that software. Okay, so now we will select all and delete it. Okay, so for this project, first of all we have to add some libraries like hash include IO stream for input output console, and include conio.h. Okay, after that we have to declare our main function, and here we have to So first of all we have to display a message, slash n slash n slash n slash t slash t slash t. First of all we have to display a message for parking project, so that user can simply access to that project. Now here we have to create our menu. So simply slash n in case 1 there must be bike, and it must be in lower cases, so bike. If you want to add bikes, then simply press 1. Similarly slash n, if you in case 2 there must be rickshaw, and also in case 3 there must be, in our panel must be car, and for bus slash n. In case 4, if you press 4 there must be parked bus. Okay, here must be colon. So if you want to display your record, in that case you have to press 5, so it will display your record. Okay, and if you want to delete any particular vehicle from your parking, you want to remove that, for example rickshaw, you want to remove rickshaw from your parking, in that case you have to write here 6. So if you press 6, in that case it will remove or delete your vehicle. Okay, and there must be e, and finally semicolon. So here we have to also slash n. In case 7, if you press 7, in that case you have to delete the whole record. So delete record for your project. Record, it must be record. And finally, if you want to exit from your project, your parking software, in that case you have to press 8, so that you can exit from your project. And here we have to write, but that must be cout, spelling mistake will show you error. And here we have to ask from user that simply enter your choice from the above menu. And we have to store all this menu, all this parking project, like 1 2 3 4 5 bus, display record, delete record, exit, enter your choice in with the help of scene in a variable that we will declare a little bit after. Okay, so here we have add choices. So for add choices we have to help switch statement. We have to declare switch statement, and here we have to pass x, because we have stored all this data in x variable, and in the body of that switch statement we will create some cases. But first of all we have to declare some variables for our bike, rickshaw, car, bus, total amount, counting. So here we have to declare some variables like bike amount I want to start with 0, and similarly rickshaw, here m represent bike and ant amount, so not n, just it must be m amount. And for rickshaw, so r underscore mt amount must be, and I want to start with 0 because first time it will start with 0, means there not exist any particular vehicle in our parking. So similarly for car, amt, and bus amount. So these are the variables. So here we have to also with start 0, and bus empty must be 0. ओके, तो अब मैं उर्दू में थोड़ा बहुत इसके बारे में बताऊंगा। तो बेसिकली हम आज पार्किंग का प्रोजेक्ट बना रहे हैं, जिसमें सिंपली फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमने क्या किया, एक मेन्यू डिस्प्ले किया, और उसके बाद अब हम कुछ वेरिएबल बना रहे हैं जो हमारे बाइक, रिक्शा, कार, बस पर काम करेगी। ओके, तो अमाउंट के लिए हमने बना लिया। अब टोटल काउंटिंग जो होगी, ना टोटल काउंटिंग फॉर बाइक काउंटिंग, दैट हाउ मच बाइक्स you are parking in your park. So for that we have to declare some variables like bike CNT counting, and that must be started with 0, and similarly a rickshaw counting 0, and car counting start with the 0, and similarly bus counting. So we have declared some variables for that political vehicles amount, and similarly for our vehicles we have declared some variables like for counting. Okay, now we have to declare two more variables so that we can simply store in that our total amount of that all these vehicles, and this must be started with 0, because first time we want that all our variable must be started with 0, means there are no vehicle in our parking. And similarly total counting, and counting must be 0, and here we are going to store X, in which we have stored our parking project, our menu, whatever you want to set to it. Okay, after that, so here we have to create some cases. Case 1 for bike. So here in switch statement case 1, so in case 1, if we press case 1, we have to add a bike, we have to park bike. So here we have to check if total counting is less than 100. Here 100 means that our parking are only park 100 vehicles. So means in our park we can only park 100. So in that case, if total counting means of bike total counting is less than 100, it means that we can update. So we can update our counting for bike, also total amount of bike. But if it is not so, means total counting is greater than 100, in that case it means that our parking is already filled, because there are 100 vehicles are already parked in our parking. So in else we have to display a message for efficient software. Let me show you that how we can do that. So here we have to /n/n /t park. Here we have to write that parking is you can write anything, so I will write here parking is already full. In that case, if there are already parked 100 vehicles in our parking, so that you can simply display to that particular user that parking is already filled. But if total counting is less than 100, it means there we can park vehicles. So we have to increment bike counting, and similarly we have to increment total counting, so that we can parked in our parking bike whatever you want, how much bikes you want to store in your or park in your parking. And here we have to check amount for bike amount, and it must be 50, or you can not 50, it's 20. Okay, and total counting for so total amount for it also 20. तो बेसिकली हमने किया हमने चेक किया कि अगर 100 से लेस देन है तो इसका ये मतलब है कि पहले इसमें कोई बाइक खड़ा नहीं है, तो इस केस में बाइक की काउंटिंग को भी बढ़ाए, टोटल अमाउंट बढ़ाए और इसकी होनी चाहिए 20। और साथ में सो हियर वी हैव टू डिस्प्ले अ मैसेज दैट motorcycle, or you can also say bike is successfully what to say, bike successfully parked, or whatever you want. So okay, and finally we have to break this case. Here we have to break this case. Okay, case 2. Here we are going to create case 2, and case 2 must be for rickshaw. So if you press case 2, in that case you have to park rickshaw. Okay, so here we are going, simply I am going to delete this and let me copy this so that we can save our time. Control C, copy. After that, after break we have to paste for rickshaw, and similarly we have to paste for car, and similarly we have to paste for bus. And now we have to do some changing in it. In case 1, motorcycle, and here must be case 2 for rickshaw. So, and if counting less than 100, it means that we can park our rickshaw. So here I will write rickshaw counting, similarly total counting, and here we have to rickshaw must be 50. Okay, so after that, here we have to display a message that rickshaw is successfully parked. Okay, and in else parts, parking is already full. Yes. Okay, now we will do some changing in case 3 for car. So here in case 3, if you press case 3 and also check if total counting less than 100, means that we can update, we can park car, and also car counting, and here car. Okay, it must be here, and here in place of M we have to write here car, because this is stand for car amount, and it must be 100. Okay, so 100, and here we have to write 100. But first of all, let me check. Okay, here we have to also for rickshaw 50. Okay, हमने कार को 100 दिया, और यहाँ पे भी हम कार के लिए क्या करते हैं, कार लिखते हैं कि कार इज सक्सेसफुली पार्क्ड. ओके, रिक्शा के लिए, कार के लिए, और एक यहाँ पे हम और बनाते हैं, उसके लिए पेस्ट करता हूँ मैं सिंपली यहाँ पे, और ये केस 4 होना चाहिए. केस 4 किसके लिए हम बना रहे हैं, बस के लिए, और यहाँ पे मैं बी लिखूँगा, यहाँ पे भी मैं बी लिखूँगा, एंड हियर वी हैव टू चेंज फ्रॉम बाइक टू बस. ओके, और बस की अमाउंट होनी चाहिए लगभग 200, एंड इट मस्ट बी 200. ओके, सो वी हैव created 4 cases for bike, for rickshaw, for car, and for bus. Now we are going to create a case for display record, and that must be 5 case. So let's do that. So okay, so here I will create case 5 so that we can display our record. Okay, in case 5, first of all we have to check if our total counting is greater than 0, then we have to do some coding in this body. But first of all, let me show you that how it works. Means here we checked that if total counting is greater than 0, means there are we have parked some vehicles. It means that we have parked some vehicles. In that case we have to make up we have to display our record. But first of all, we have to system clear screen, so that we can clear our screen. CLS. Okay, after that we have to display record. Display record and /t, and here we have to write check. No, not check, it must be display record. And after that we have to display our whole record for our all vehicles. So selection, and the first number, it must be bike, and let me make some beauty like this, and there must be bike. And we know that we have stored bike in here we have to write M, bike counting. So, and similarly we have to write here bike amount, and we have stored amount in motorcycle AMT. But let me write here bike in parking. How much bike in parking are stand when we display our record? Bike in parking. So now we will also check record for rickshaw. So let me copy this so that we can save our time, and paste for rickshaw, similarly paste for car, similarly paste for bus. And let me sort out all this. Now we will make some changes. This part for bike and this part must be for rickshaw. So here we have to write rickshaw, and we have to change the variable, and we know that R, and here we have to change R, and here we have to write rickshaw. Rickshaw amount, and here we have to change car. So first letter capital car, and here we have to change the variable, and here must be C, similarly C, and here we have to change car amount. So car. Now here we have to write bus. So bus in parking, how much it will show with the help of this variable for bus, and here we have to write bus. So we have declared some variable for, sorry, not variable, we have displayed some record. Now here we have to paste for total. So total vehicle, how much vehicles are parked in our vehicle in our parking. So here we have to write total vehicles in parking, and we have stored a T, similarly here T, total amount, and here we have to write total amount. तो बेसिकली हमने क्या किया, हमने इन केस 5 सबसे पहले चेक किया टोटल ग्रेटर देन 0, जो भी टोटल काउंटिंग है हमारे पार्किंग की जो कि 100 है। अगर इसमें ये ग्रेटर देन 0 है, इसका मतलब है कि इसके अंदर कुछ व्हीकल्स पहले से मौजूद है, लाइक रिक्शा, बस। तो इस केस में जस्ट हमें डिस्प्ले कर दे उनका रिकॉर्ड के वो कितने हैं। बट अगर ऐसा नहीं होता तो हम एक एल्स पार्ट में देखेंगे कि in case of that, if there is not existed any vehicle like rickshaw, bus, so just come in else part and show us that. Let me little bit up so that you can see it obviously. Okay, so now we will check okay, /t parking is empty. If there is no vehicle in our parking, in that case you have to display for that particular user that parking is empty. Try again not. Here we have to write add some record. Okay, so that, okay, and after that we have to break this case, means case 5. Okay, so we have created 5 cases for bike, for rickshaw, for car, for bus, and also we have displayed, we have created case 5. Now we will create case we will create case 6 so that we can delete vehicle. Like if I want to delete bike from or remove bike from my parkings, in that case we have to create 6 case. So 6 case, where is, okay, so after break here we have to create 6 case. Okay, okay, so okay, so case 6. And first of all, system clear screen, so that we can clear our screen. CLS. Okay, for system clear screen we have to declare a library. Okay, conio.h we have already declared, so it will clear our screen if you want to check case 6. And after that we have to do some coding. So basically we are going to create another panel if we want to delete a particular vehicle, a particular rickshaw or bike from our parking. So here first of all we have to display a message that delete what vehicle, nothing else. This will be a message, and after that we have to declare, or we have to create a panel. And in case 1 it must be bike. Do you want to delete bike? If you want, then press 1 in delete menu. Okay, similarly here we have to write for in case 2, do you want to delete or remove from your parking rickshaw? Yes, then press 2. So here we have to write rickshaw, and so let me up it. Okay, similarly we have to write here /n in case 3, if you want to remove car, just press 3. Okay, also we have to write here /n4, if you want to remove bus, then press 4. Okay, so basically we are just creating a panel in delete vehicle section for deleting any particular vehicle. Okay, and we have to store that panel in C with the help of scene operator in X, because we have stored our main panel, panel in X, and we are also going to store this delete panel. And after that we have to check if but first of all let me up it so that okay, so that you can see it easily. So here we have to check if x equal to 1, means if there is already we have parked any vehicle, in that case in the body of that we have to increment bike. So M motorcycle means M, sorry, we have to delete, so for that we have to update record. So here we have to write M counting must be decrement, so that we can remove that bike from. If there are already existed any vehicle, if you want to press 1, in that case you are going to delete what you are going to remove that bike, counting and total amount of that bike. Okay, So, and here we have to display a message in new line slash t that bike is successfully removed, means we have removed the bike from our parking. And also we have to check for rickshaw. So else if x equal to 2, if any particular user press 2 in that's mean that he want to remove rickshaw. So in that body we have to update record for rickshaw, and rickshaw counting must be decrement, and rickshaw total amount must be decrement, so that we can remove rickshaw from our and we have to display a message that rickshaw is successfully removed from your parking. Okay, and we have also checked and else if we have to check for for in third number we have to check for bus, not for car. So if x equal to 3 means if user press 3, that's mean he want to remove car. So car must be decrement, car counting must be decrement, and similarly total counting of car must be decrement. Okay, and here we have to display a message that you have successfully removed car is successfully removed from your parking. तो वीडियो काफ़ी लंबा हो रहा है, बस थोड़ी रिकॉर्डिंग बाकी है, इसको हम ख़त्म करेंगे. Okay, after that we have to check else if x equal to 4 means if any particular user press 4 in delete panel, it means that he want to remove bus. So here we have to write but first let me update that bus counting must be decrement, so that we can easily remove our bus. And here we have to write underscore, not minus sign. And also we have to display a message that you have bus is successfully removed from your parking. Okay, what we have done in that case, we have created case where case 5, no, not case 5, case 6. So here we have created case 6, and first of all we have cleared our screen, that we have displayed a menu for delete any particular vehicle, and we have story next, and after that we have check for condition that if x equal to 1, if any particular wants to remove bike, then remove. Similarly for 2, and we have stored into rickshaw and remove. Similarly for car, if x equal to 3, and we know that we have stored car in 3, so remove, and also remove what, bus. But if it is not so, in that case we have to else, and in the body of that else we have to check, not check, but we have to display what okay, we have to display that invalid choice. So here we are going to display for user that you have entered invalid choice, in case if he enter any invalid choice from the above 4 cases. So just display him invalid choice, try again. Okay, and here we have to write get ch, but let me up it so that you can. Okay, so let me write here a built-in function get ch so that it can wait for us for our command. And also we have to write go to p, it is a built-in function, and here we have to declare a label. If you want to beg to reach to the first position, and that particular position, if you want to reach, for that you have to write a built-in function and it will reach you. And here we have and here p is a label, and declare that p in that position in which you want to reach. So here we have to write p because we want to reach to the p to the case 6. So here we have to declare p. Okay, after that we are going to create case 7 for what? Case 7 for case 7 for delete record. If you want to delete the whole parking project record, just simply here we have to break this, and after that we have to create case 7, and in case 7 we have to display a message, nothing else, that deleted all record successfully, that you have deleted your record successfully. And after that it must wait for us, so we have to write here get ch so that it can wait for our command. And also we have to go to p so that so it must be change label, we have to change label so that we can reach to our particular position. And I want in that case and here we have to write k or h, what do you want, and we have to reach for that particular position. So I wanted that after this deleted all record, I want to reach back to the main panel. So main panel, so we have to declare that k here, declare, so that we can simply start our whole project or parking project from the zero. Okay, after that we have to create a case for exit. So very simple, just go to the end, nothing else. And here we have to create case 7. So case 8, so that we can simply exit from our whole project. And here we have to write a built-in function exit, and here we have to pass a time. So I want to pass 0 nanoseconds so that we can simply exit from our project. So if any particular user press it, in that case he must be exited from that project. And okay, so we have created 8 cases, but finally we have to default check. In case of default, we have to print a message. If any particular user press an invalid key from the above 8 cases. So must be displayed that invalid choice, mean you have entered invalid key, try again. Okay, try again. Okay, so after that okay, so here we have to, after in the body of the outside the body of the switch statement, we have to wait for our command. So and also we have to again pass go to function and a or anything what do you want. Okay, here I want to, after outside the switch statement, I want to clear our whole screen. So where is the main panel? Okay, here is the main panel. So here we have to first of all clear our screen in case of if there is no parking, no vehicle are parked in our parking project. So here we have to system CLS. But before that we have to choose our position for taking us to the particular position. So what was the A, and A I will declare A here. Okay, so basically we have created a project of parking project. So I will compile and run and see out. Scene was not declared in the scope. Okay, because we have not added using namespace, so we have to add using name space std, and after that we have to compile and run. Case 1 previously used here. ओके तो हमने कॉपी करते वक्त इसको गलत लिखा है, तो मैं जस्ट नंबरिंग, केस की नंबरिंग को टी करता हूँ. केस की नंबरिंग को हमने गलत किया है. सो ओके, केस 1 ठीक है. It must be case 2. Yes, case 2 for rickshaw, and similarly case not 4 it must be 3 for car. Okay, and this must be 4 for bus. Okay. So now we will compile and run, and this time our okay, and this must be not minus, must be underscore. So now we will compile and go to P. Okay, here we have declared small p, and here we have declared capital P. So we will delete this and simply we will write P in small letter. Okay, so this time our program is compiled successfully. So but before that I want to add animation. So how can we add animation? For this, simply we have to create a blank space here, some kind of. Okay, so I have already created animation. I have taken string variable, string type, and variable name is ver, in which I have created this type of beauty for our parking. So you can simply take single variable and you can store in this variable your whole lines, maybe 10, 60, 20, and finally at the end of the last line you can put a single semicolon, and for that you have to run a loop. I have run a loop I0 start with 0 so that it can print from this line, from this, and also I less than variable in which I have stored all these characters, and dot size here is a built-in function so that it will provide you the size of that string. After that I have increment plus, and after that I have entered sleep function. What does sleep function do? Sleep function provide you the animation, the speed of your animation. After that I have printed that variable in which I have passed I, because now our loop is running in I. So simply I will copy this part or cut, and I will paste here. Okay, so after pasting that I will sort out our coding, and after that I will show you how it works. So let me, and for that sleep function we have to declare a library, and that library is called window. Hash include windows.h. So basically sleep function is a built-in function that is stored in windows.h library or header file or what you can say. So let me compile and run. Okay, so now it is running, it is showing animation. If you want to animate all your characters in slow motion, then you can change the speed here. So I want 100, I will write 100. Now it will print your characters, your console in slow motion. So we will wait for it, and after that we will check, and we will check our project, that how it works. But first, parking project, how looks. But if you are new for this channel, subscribe my channel Anonymous Knowledge. Okay, hurry, we have already consumed so much time. So this is called our panel. Okay, from 1 to 8 you have 8 cases, but I want to press here 10. It will show me here 10, it will show me nothing. Okay, so we will check why. Because we have printed here in default section invalid choice, try again. It must be printed. Okay, default spelling mistake, that's why. Default, it must be default. I have written default. So today I am making so many mistakes. Hurry. Okay, subscribe my channel if you are new. After that we will check that how our project works. So after animation, and I will also today I will show you one more new thing, that how can we change the background. Like here it presently black, we can also change our color like green, blue, dark, and we can also change the color of this characters or this font. We will do also this, but first let me do our project, that how it works. So first of all, I would like to enter here 10, and it will show me invalid choice because there is not 10 case, and I will press, and now I want to display record. I will press 5, it will show me parking is empty, add some record. Okay, this is called efficient software. Now I want to add bike, enter bike is successfully parked. Now I want to park another bike so that I can I can earn so much money. Just joking. Okay, so second time it's parked another bike. I want to add another bike. I will press 1, and 3 times it parked bike. 3 bikes means parked. Now I want to park rickshaw, so I will press 2, and rickshaw successfully parked. Now I want bus, so I will press 3, and again bus, car, sorry, not bus, car. So car is successfully parked. Now I want to park bus, so I will press 4, and it will parked successfully bus. I want to add another, so press 4. Okay, now I want to check all these records, display all these records that I have, that how much bikes, car, rickshaws or cars or bus have parked in my parking. So I will press 5. What? Okay, now I will press 5, and it will show me all. I have parked 3 bikes in my parking, and the amount of parking is 60 because each bike has to pay 20 rupees for parking, and finally 60. And rickshaw in parking is 1 because I have only parked 1 rickshaw, and amount 50. Car in parking is 2 because I have parked 2, and amount is 200 because each car has to pay 100. After that bus 2, and we know that bus parking rate is 200 and amount is 400 because we have parked 2 cars. And finally total vehicles in parking is 8 because 3 plus 4 plus 1 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8, and finally total amount is 710. So you can easily create such a project for your parking. And after that I want to delete vehicle record for any particular, if I want to remove rickshaw from my parking. So I will press for that 6. Okay, so in delete vehicle panel, it show me what you want. Do you want to remove bike or rickshaw or car, or do you want to remove bus? I want to remove bus because there are parked two buses, so I want to remove one bus, so I will press 4 and bus is successfully removed. Now I want to check that it is true or false, so I will press 5, and first time we have parked two buses and this time there will be only one bus. Okay, so bus in parking is 1, so our project is working successfully. Okay, now if you want to delete record, so simply press 7 and deleted all records successfully. So to sure that we have to check and we have to press 5 and parking is empty, add some record because we have deleted the whole record from our parking. If you want to exit the whole project, just press 8 and enter, and you will be able to escape from your project. Now I will show you that how can we add background color and foreground color. But if you new for my channel Anonymous Knowledge, subscribe and access playlist in which you will be able to watch all the C++ projects like database management system, simple snack game, calculator, calendar project, up to so on. And also you can access basic practical programs like addition, multiplication, or complex number program, and also you can access Excel tutorials, discrete mathematics, C++ tutorials from basic to advanced. Okay, so now we will where is no, you have to disappear. Okay, now I want to change the background color. And what is called the background color? This background color I want to change the whole background color, and presently is black. I want to add another. So for this we have to write here system, and here we have to write the color command. It is a predefined command that is stored in system, and we know that system is stored in windows.h. Okay, so if you want to change the background color, for that you have to write here hexadecimal values. Like there are pre-commands for it, like for if you write here 2b or just okay 2b, so in 2b hair color stored like green color or purple color. I have to put here semicolon. Now in 2b we have stored, we have C++ builder have stored this type of color, and I don't know what it is called. Similarly, if you want to add another color, you have to write here predefine or built-in command, and that is in hexadecimal value. If you want to store right here 5, it will show you another color, and I have already created for this a video. Okay, so our foreground color, our font color is changed. I will show you that. But first let me check some other colors. Like if you write here A, capital A, it will change you your color, foreground color, like in green color. So we will see. We will check another colors. So these are all in hexadecimal, which are already stored. That these are all built-in commands that is stored in system, and we know that system is stored in library, and that library is called system clear screen. So okay, now we will check also in case of if we press 9, capital 9, not just 9, not capital. In that case our color is green, foreground color will be green like this. And we will also check some other colors for background. Okay, do it. Hurry, bro. Hurry. We have already consumed so much time in this video, but I hope that you have liked this video. Look, also our font color will be changed. So in that way you can change your color of foreground and background. There are commands. You can also access the playlist of projects in which I have created that how can we change background and foreground, and we have so many colors, so many interesting foreground and background colors. So if you like this video, then subscribe my channel Anonymous Knowledge and access all the playlists so that you can fortify your concept on C++ projects and C++ tutorials. And like this video and share this video with your friends. So मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए गुड बाय, खुदा हाफिज.